Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a stormy day stream. I hope you all are well. I'm excited to get into a bit of Terraria today on this honestly fantastic Friday. Um, gosh, last time we did quite a bit. Like, we still need to clear out a bunch of stuff. And I probably should turn this all like normal again because yeah. But in terms of other stuff, the things we have left are really far and few between. We have all the Halloween event things. So what I'm gonna do, because Demon Eyes are floating spawns, what I might do is go up to the top of this at nighttime, or like to an area like here possibly where you're more likely to see stuff, or even make a different area just for that alone, so we're more likely to get those floating eyeballs. We're also going to need to do some pumpkin moons and some Eternia crystals, because one of the things we still have to do is Betsy Flying Dutchman and Brain of Cthulhu's trophies. So we're going to want to keep those in mind. Other than that, what I want to do is grab some platforms quickly. Platforms, 6 is more than enough. And wizard, I'd like this. I'll also take the hollowed pylon just because then we have it. And I will put that in furniture 1 for now. But my thought is, if we go this way, I want to go high enough that we can do this well. Then we can bring a water candle up there. I'm hoping that's far enough that things won't spawn on the ground, but I might be off. Okay, do I have any in my piggy bank then? No, so I do need to grab it from somewhere, and I think I know the best place to grab it right now. Because we're also going to need to do underground, but I feel like underground we're going to have to farm for several things anyway. So we're going to have to be more thoughtful with that one. And actually, I'm debating putting this up just a tiny bit more for the sake of myself. And then we can jump down. I can access Chester, put this ice rod in here as a backup. We have the ballista rod, but since it is daytime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just kind of start off with this. I could, make this a lot easier on myself and just really cheese this entire thing, because I'm quite sure the bug hasn't been patched. I just need 2 blocks of any type, really. I'll take mud. But basically, one of the things you can do is, if I put this, like, let's say here, and then that, yeah, it basically becomes a hoik. So if I do that on both sides, basically, and I think what I'm going to do is, so I know where it is, I'm going to put it next to the torch. And then, boom. But it's like, I can then just keep the guys back, not have to worry at all, and can just quickly do this. Okay, that one works, and this one over here should work. And the reason it works like that is because there isn't a version of that for the actual, like, stairs. That's why it works. I also want to quickly go over here and buy some more crystals because Lord knows we haven't gotten it yet. Oh, gotta go over. But then what I can do is just... And also, I should probably do this. Summon. One. I'm gonna just summon them in rows like that. And then, like, for the flying enemies, which are more likely to get past, I will just do this. Because I believe we'll even see it. Yeah, they can't make it past the... Yeah, they can't make it past. So it's literally just... Like, I didn't want to cheese, but with how often we've had to do this for the Betsy trophy, I'm more willing to do it than if it was a different situation. Where's the one I missed? Oh, it's literally right there. Because if it was a different situation, I'm more okay with doing it. But, yeah. Because the flying enemies are the biggest worry we'd have to worry about. And it gives me some time to kind of just chat with you guys about some stuff. So, how's everyone doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, like, with this last grindy part, a lot of what we're gonna have to do is just make it easier on ourselves. And that's the whole point of this, is making it easier for us. No other reason. I just want to make this easier and, like, just get it over with. Because we're going to be fighting so many of these anyway. Because we need Betsy's trophy. We're going to have to farm out Crimson's spine drops. So over here, I want the Crimson to actually spread a bit. And then just farm up monsters. As weird as that may sound. And we can go back and forth all the time. Like, we got that ability pretty on lock. We're just going to need to keep an eye on where the Ethereal mana goes. Because if we miss one... Oh. Because if we miss one, that's a whole other issue. I'm just going to summon them in a row. And they'll just take care of things because they're piercing. The only thing I need to worry about is when the skeletons get summoned, but I'll be able to easily take care of those from, like, dark mages and, like, the flying enemies. As you can see, when skeletons get summoned past it, they're gonna make it past, but otherwise they won't. And there goes dark mage. Goes some flying enemies. Like, that's just how it's gonna end up being. Then I can go all the way over here. Oh yeah, you know what? I probably should have looked at my HP. That is on me. I mean, it's one heck of a start to the stream, though. Okay, and then I can just go bing, bing. And of course I died again. You know, I probably should have healed. But yeah, see, they're just getting stuck back. Because the fact that it's a platform which goes against their AI to go through it. because that's part of their AI, is to go through platforms without turning invisible, because they don't need to turn into that purple form. If there were other blocks, though, then they would. That's kind of how it works. And it's what allows it to work the way it does. It's honestly really interesting. I just find that stuff super cool. There we go. Because now we can literally just let these do their thing. And they'll do it. Because, yeah, now they literally can't move past that. So it's just cha-chunk. I'm hoping to get some more ogres and dark mages just for the sake of, like, getting rid of them. And also getting some extra tokens and whatnot. Because it's always fun. I don't need them. I just like doing it. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. And then I can go boom, boom, and let's take on Betsy. And I don't even have my frickin' Ichor potion on. I probably should get those, like, to keep in my inventory at this point, just because. But even then, we shred Betsy so much with our Terra Prisma. Oh, no. We got the trophy! Wow. Literally the first one. I was like, God, I'm ready to do this for hours if need be. And it was the first one. Dang. And we got more Betsy wings that I do not need. I don't need those. I don't need these. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Also don't need these ogre clubs, but for the rest of this, I'm just gonna whump. And we can put these away now. And we can go into the Hall of Monsters, as I've decided to call it. Bum, ba-da-ba. Which Calamity boss is the reason why the shampoo bottle has instructions? Yeah. I'm asking a real question. Honestly, if you remember Bumbleburb, then you know what I'm talking about. Because Bumbleburb was the original Dragon Folly, and it was something else. I loved it, though. It was so damn cute in its own little way, but it gave off that energy. I would say the one after would be like the Desert Scourge would be the type as well. Okay, so we need stuff for the Brain of Cthulhu. Do we even have pirate maps for the pirate invasion? No, we're out of those. So we're gonna need to farm those till it turns nighttime, but I know where to go for that. Because we can literally go down here and just ba-dum, ba-dum, boo, 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 boo. And we can kind of... You say dog. I feel like Devourer of Gods is one that instead of eating what's in the shampoo bottle, it would eat the entirety of the bottle. In all honesty. I feel like if the Devourer of Gods were to eat anything, it would be the entire bottle of, like, shampoo. Not just a normal bottle. I'm talking, like, Costco-sized bottle of shampoo. Like, it would eat everything, including the bottle itself. Like, that's what I kind of would expect from it. Because, like, it just kind of gives off that type of vibe that, oh yeah, I'll eat the entire bottle. Don't worry. Home. Another one I could totally see is Ceaseless Void, but I mean, that's kind of obvious. But I mean, you could say that about anything that devours things, that it would eat anything. But yeah, I feel like another one that would just devour it is the Eidolon worm if the shampoo bottle managed to get into the deep abyss. Man, these edibles dies. I feel like Devourer of Gods wouldn't die of shampoo poisoning. I mean, you gotta think. Gods must have, like, you gotta imagine Devourer of Gods ate at least several poisonous or venomous gods in some form. Like, there has to have been a god of poisons or something that it killed, right? So I would say it probably resists poison, if not is immune to it. In all honesty, because we know that, like, the metal parts of it are attached to it and not, like, part of its original body. If you look at, like, Calamity lore. But it does make you wonder. Sometimes you just wonder. Then we can switch back. I can add my swords. We at least got one pirate map. Which is better than none. Because I want at least one. We're gonna need more. But it's also about to turn night. So I'm getting ready with a pumpkin moon. Also, I'm gonna end the battle potion. And I need... Where's Ichor? Do I... Okay, I was about to say, do I not have Ichor for some reason? There's the Ichor flasks. Yeah, I think 43 is enough. But yeah, we're gonna need to take this on anyway. But yeah, I love the fact that of all things in Calamity Mod, the Citron technically does have its own theme, despite being a mini-boss, the Sidron, whatever it's called. It's like such a random fun fact that I find hilarious. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Wow. Wow. There we go. And then 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Yeah, because this is just gonna go real quick. We just need to, because we need to get to a certain wave number before we unlock the actual, like, ability to turn it to Halloween. Because during the day, we can at least get the last zombies we need. And, like, skeletons. But during the night, we need to go for the demon eyes. So that's what we're going to try and do. Yes. The horrors of the pumpkin moon. Because we literally just have so few trophies and whatnot left at this point. Like, we are in the final stretch. Like, depending on our luck, we might have, like, 1 week left on this. Depending. It just depends. Because we're going to have to farm in the desert as well. We're going to have to farm out the Rune Wizard. And then we have Moonlord. So we'll have it, like, 1 or 2 more left. Especially with the banners and stuff. Because I want to hang them all up on stream, of course. for obvious reasons. And we'll do them in order. It's just crazy to me, though, like how far we have come from the beginning of this. It was once like more like, who knows if we'll actually do it, and now it's more, holy crap, we are almost to the end of this challenge, and the things we have left are grindy stuff, because we weren't like at the point of being able to get the Halloween special mobs until hard mode, because like we were able to get like a few before that because of like time of year, but we just didn't do enough of those during that time of year to make that possible, which honestly shows a lot. But I find it so interesting looking at it now. It just makes me really happy. Okay. And then, boom. Like, the Pumpkin Moon is just one of those things that, like, I like the Pumpkin Moon overall in design. I definitely wish there was more with it, but I get why there isn't. Also, I don't know if you guys, so I was looking at Blue Sky this morning while getting ready for stream, because I always announce it on Blue Sky now whenever I stream. So, yeah. Because might as well. Edmund McMillan, of all people, replied to something Chippy said about, I'm surprised that Terraria and Binding of Isaac haven't had, like, a, cooperation in any form, or, like, collab. And Edmund McMillan replied with, that would be fun. And, like, that was the basis of it, and I'm just thinking to myself, oh my god, imagine if that happened, a collab between Binding of Isaac and Terraria. I can already think of the sheer chaos of that, because they're both big indie games that are very well loved and have amazing music. Just imagine a boss from Terraria just in Binding of Isaac, like, do 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 do. Oh dear God, that was actually perfectly timed. Lol. Oh dear God. But just imagine like some of the Binding of Isaac items as well being in Terraria, or like bosses. Like, just think of the possibilities of that, because you look at it and it's just like, there's so much that you could do with that. Hell, you could just have like a little baby Binding of Isaac pet or something. I mean, there's so many things that could fit in that it just sounds fun to witness. Like, even if it didn't become a thing, the fact that it kind of made me start thinking about how they could cross over is just really cool. Because I can already think of like several ways they could do it. I mean, look at all of the like horrific Isaac bosses in their own regard versus like Terraria's. Like, just imagine a freaking like Spirit Sword turns into Terrorblade if you get certain things with it, or freaking imagine a summon weapon in freaking Isaac that gets put like the Terra Prisma or something, as like the little imps from the imp staff could be a little familiar, and it could be called like a strange fiery imp or something. And then like for Terraria, you could totally have like the Spirit Sword be a weapon, the flaming urn that Bethany can help unlock, even some of the books like Book of Virtues, Necronomicon and stuff could work really well in this. Like, I could imagine Book of Virtues being a summon weapon that summons like little wisps around you that just in general will shoot out. Like, that's the fun part about just kind of looking at this stuff for me, is thinking of like, how could you make some of these things work? Because you could totally just add a freaking ranged weapon that it shoots out tears as well. Like, there's so many ideas that it's honestly insane. It makes me interested in what we'll see in the future. Because if it does happen, awesome. If it doesn't, cool. It just be that way. But, like, just thinking about it is the fun part for me. And that's great. And it's the same thing with Pokemon. Like, thinking about my own Pokemon region, I've already come up with so many different ideas that I just haven't shared on stream yet. Like, I have a really dumb idea for the thing, because one thing about the Midwest, historically, and with like some of the stuff that is found in the Midwest fossils wise, you'll even find stuff like Mosasaurus. Like, you can actually, like, that has been found in the Midwest. And since I'm doing a Midwest region, I've been like researching areas I haven't been to in the Midwest, but also areas I have been to just to see what has been found. And you got a variety of stuff. And my thought was, if Mosasaurus is one of them, I could totally make one of the Galar fossils real through that, of like, just overall, if it's shared with the UK. So it's something I've been meaning to research. Like, looking at like possible skeletons that are shared by areas. Because maybe it could be a fun way to introduce like certain things. Like Poltergeist, I could totally seeing being in the Midwest region as well, but also like different Pokemon from some of those regions that you wouldn't expect, just because there's a lot of similarities. Like Alola and Unova would have more of an effect on the region, mainly Unova, just because the Midwest is close to the Atlantic East, basically, where like the full Unovan region is based off of. And my thought behind it is, what if you could take these different parts and mix them? So like it would have parts of Unova, it would have parts of even like Galar Pokemon too, just because of how it would be formed. And yeah, it would be different with how I do it, but what I had an idea for is, instead of starting like you normally do in a Pokemon game and then ending where it's just, oh wow, it ended with all of this, and it's just a bunch of like same old whatnot. But my idea is, well, what if instead you started in a colder area and you started with ice types as like one of the possibilities you could get? So I created an ice type regional rodent as idea. It's not fully done in design and concept wise, like conceptually I got ideas. Otherwise it's just maybe. But it's really fun to think about that type of stuff for me, because it adds a lot to just the ideas I can use. And that's what I want to do. Womp. Because I do have some fun ideas for what is to come. Because one of my ideas was specifically normal ice type in the beginning. I think it would be a good way to introduce a new type combo that hasn't been done before, but also make it an early game that feels more fitting. So what I'm gonna do with it specifically is I want to make it so this normal ice type is like, it's not going to be defensive. It's going to be a lot more speedy, like, because it's quad weak to frickin' fighting. Since you barely know a bit certain Calamity mod, I got a question. Who's Yerem? I heard from a friend mention him once. Yerem is supposedly the one who created the dragon and is basically like the one controlling everything, the one that even Calamitas is scared of. The Brimstone Witch herself is terrified of. One that basically has enough power that he could destroy the universe if he wanted. Type. So, yeah. I think you can kind of guess where that kind of comes from. At least that's what it used to be. I don't know if it's changed. Okay, 466 is done. That's close. And then the eyeballs need more. But my idea was there's a lot of different rodents and different creatures that live in the Midwest. Especially in like the Dakotas, despite being very odd states, have some interesting stuff in there. And one of my ideas for a possible because we have Nurse Tiger Shark mix that I want to do for a water type, because those do swim up the Mississippi, the muddy Mississippi. And I already know what the starters are. I got all of their line kind of planned out and the basis of them. The legendaries are the things I have yet to fully figure out. Once I figure that out, I'm going to go off of like, okay, this is what I want to name it. And I have some ideas. I want to base one of them off the Piasaw bird because that sounds awesome. I want to base like either one of the two box arts or the third like trio master to it. And then the other, because I want to base like, because the starters are based off like Native American like folklore and stuff and all sorts of stuff, because Native Americans were very, very common in the Midwest. That's why what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a regional evolution to Buffalon. Even though it's next to Unova, my thought is I could either do a regional evolution or I could do a regional form. And I feel like regional evolution would make more sense because I would introduce a new item that would allow for more. But also, I would make it specifically, I'd add a link cable back, but also I would introduce another trade this with this type of evolution, similar to Carablast and Shelmet, because I feel like those were really interesting ones, and I feel like it would be cool to see another one. So, my plan is to base it off of the actual, like, stuff that exists in terms of what happened with Bison. I also want to do a few that are based off different spirits. But also, one of the ones I really want to do, so there's a lot of ghost stories in the Midwest overall. If you go to like some of the cities, like Kansas City and stuff has its own, freaking all over the Midwest. I want to make a tornado Pokemon. And my thought was, if I'm to make a tornado Pokemon, I have an idea. A cast form evolution. And what it would be is, it's a tornado in the rain. I could do a I could become like a hurricane. In the sun, it could become like a fire tornado, like a flame spout, similar to what can happen in like forest fires. And then for hail, it would become a more like, I could maybe make it a dead man walking tornado, which are multi-vortex tornadoes that touch at multiple points sometimes. They look like a walking man. They're really cool. But also, I would add a dust devil and add the sandstorm one. I think that would be really fun as like a possible like evolution. It's not 100% set in stone. Yes, we're doing this, but it's just a cool idea that I kind of came up with. Okay, that zombie is done. 21, 17, 42. We're getting pretty far on this at least. But the amount of possibilities with it sounds so fun. Of course, we're going to add some bug types and whatnot. And one of the bug types I want to add is, as much as I don't like spiders, I want to add a poison type, poison bug type, based off the brown recluse. And its ability would be corrosion, specific like Salazzle, because of what it does. And I think that would fit very well. And it would basically talk about how it's one of the most poisonous like bug Pokemon. Because in reality, a brown recluse causes necrosis. Like, they are terrifying despite their size. Like, I want to kind of explain some of that type of stuff as well in my region, like how some of these creatures are dangerous, but also how some of them are more afraid of you than you are of them type stuff as well. Spiders are horrifying creatures. I don't like them. But I know when it's good to possibly use that type of stuff if need be. I.e. the spider hand I used on Char that one time. And it's given me ideas for, like, possible things I could use for different enemies and different, like, just overall NPCs. Like, the rival, the enemy team and stuff. And one of my thoughts for the enemy team was to possibly make it a different type of team. Not like super, super evil, but not like misunderstood evil. More like kind of evil by principle, good by option, similar, like, think how Team Plasma's was by there's a good message with it, but they go about it the wrong way. I kind of want to do that. I haven't 100% chosen yes or no for that, though. But, like, I've been looking through a lot of, like, lore in just history and some of the areas I haven't visited a lot, like, or just haven't visited at all. Like, I want to know a lot more about some of the states in the Midwest overall that I haven't been to. And yes, that includes a lot of states like the Dakotas and whatnot, but there's a lot of history and a lot of farmland that also exists. So what I want to kind of do, I would want to reintroduce the weather and like season stuff from Black and White personally, because I feel like that would be the perfect thing to do for it. But I would like to make it where the starting area is just cooler overall. And like near the northern part of the map, there's going to be the Great Lakes, basically. And I've kind of designed like a few of the map looks that we could use. And like there's a variety of ideas I have. But what I know for sure is I do want a big forest on like one of the sides, because if I quickly Midwest plants. Midwest, I just want to kind of show an image of the Midwest as a whole. Because the Midwest is one of those things that I feel like is worth showing off in this case. Let me just oh, that's on capture still. I need to go in here. Do 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 do. Where did it go? There it is. So the Midwest is the highlighted area. You got all sorts of stuff in the Midwest, but you have the Great Lakes, as you can see, up in the top right of it. So what I want to do is I want to make that type of stuff part of it. Then the border between Illinois, Iowa, like Wisconsin, and like Missouri and whatnot, like that is the Mississippi River going down. And then there's another river cutting through certain areas and states. We do get places like Nebraska. We sadly do not get Oklahoma, but I might add a little bit related to it because it's surrounding regions as well. But I just find it really fun to look at. Come on, I'm really hoping to get these final things I need. Okay, we got four, so we got all the zombie types. Demonize, we are so much closer than we were. Okay. So with what we have left, I got some ideas. Because I can go over. We have the Demonize, the Skeletons from these two. We have Rune Wizard, Rock Golem, Giant Antlion Swarmer. And then we need the trophies for the Flying Dutchman and Brain of Cthulhu. Because we got the Spore Zombie last time and whatnot. So, like, we are doing good in terms of this. Apparently got another Raven Manor. And what we need for these three is to just be in the caverns during the Halloween stuff. And I think it's going to be a good idea to do that later in the day. I mean, we've gotten all of the Halloween things we've wanted in terms of zombies. We just need to get the frickin' Demonize at this point. We'll just have to see what we can do, though. But I know with the storm coming in tonight, I'm just like, oh god, please don't do what you did yesterday. My allergies have also been pretty bad. Like, I sneezed so hard this morning into a tissue, it was soaked, and I'm just like, oh god. Like, that is what allergy season is for me. Waking up with, like, crusty eyes, being, like, just... And the best way to describe it is it feels like you're milking your nose for every bit of mucus that, like, gets trapped there. That's what it feels like. It's almost nighttime, at least. I mean, we did get some kites and stuff. Yeah! I'm hoping this will summon, like, let's see. I'm hoping that it doesn't get rid of, yeah, it doesn't seem anything spawning like we would see from over here, which sucks. Because it means I have to sit here. Wait a minute, I'm dumb. I have an idea. I have a great idea for this. And then the things that actually can reach will come up here, and we can just kill them easier. That's the hope, at least. We'll just have to see. Oh, my lord. 24 and 19. Because it seems no matter what, we do need to, like... I think that's going to be our best option, because then, like, anything that doesn't fly is more likely to despawn. But, like, that's all we can really do. But there's no guarantee. There's one of them. Just need to keep going. I know the skeletons are going to be the annoying part, but... But if we stay up higher, we're going to hopefully be more likely. 21 and 24. I mean, we're almost halfway there. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, Lord. But, like, no matter what, we're going to have to deal with the fact that some of it's just going to die and not come back. Sadly. Some of it's just not going to spawn for us and be good. And that's okay. At least this church looks cool. That's how I look at it. At least the church looks cool. You know, it is funny. The sheer amount of time we have spent on this, comparatively. Especially when we look at, like, overall just time spent dealing with some of this. I mean, the eyes are basically all we really could use at this point. But that's not all we're going to be getting. And that's just the frickin' annoying part of it. I'd like more of them, but no guarantee. There we go. I'm just hoping we can frickin' get what we need. Because the demon eyes are a bit of a curse. Oh, and there goes that guy and that guy. Like, we've killed a lot of demon eyes. The issue is getting the frickin' ones we want. And it's like, I don't know what's better. Sitting here or sitting in an area where they normally spawn. Because either way, it's gonna be that way. And if it weren't for the fact that I'm doing this on stream, I would just probably change my system clock to do it. But that kind of goes against the whole thing I've been trying to do, so. Okay, if we go back here, and I were to do this, and just sit here, hopping jacks, zombies, whatnot, it's about the same. Demon eyes, though, are still appearing. It's about the same, if not a little different. Ooh, this is difficult. Boop, boop, boop. This is the difficult part. I actually need to think about this. Because they are doing, like, good. We're at 25 for both of them, so we're halfway there for both of them. And we haven't even started the skeletons yet. That's the crazy part. We haven't even started the skeleton ones. Because the spirit of Halloween is going to fade. Because we cannot get high enough to, like, actually get the Halloween spirit to happen. Because if I remember, it's at 15 or greater. Because you have to be 15 to 15 out of the 20 waves. And we just wouldn't have enough time to beat that many. What normally would take us, like, the entire night to get to 19. I mean, yeah. So we'll have to do this, like, every bit just to, like, get what we need. Which is a shame, but, like, one more should hopefully be enough for, like, 1 or 2 more should be enough for the demon eyes. And then probably a good few for the skeletons. Because think of all of the possible things that can spawn underground. And even with my farm for it, it's like the biggest thing that I'm gonna need to do is put, like, my mines in the lava so they don't get themselves killed. So I'm gonna have to go back and forth for the most part. And then rune wizards, we just gotta get lucky. Like, where we are with rune wizard, if we go and find it, we're halfway there. And that's not bad. It's good to be halfway there. But it doesn't mean it's not going to be a pain in the ass. Halloween rests. And we can now see. Okay, so 28 and 30. I mean, that's pretty good for each one respectively. Like, I won't deny that it's pretty good for each one respectively. But it definitely has its flaws. And then I can just whomp. Platforms. And that can't be activated yet, so let's go down to... You know, I've been meaning to, like, mess with some of this more, but we can come down here, for example. It does technically count as jungle, but what I can do is womp and womp. And then I can put this guy over here, I guess. And I can summon one of these. And we just need to hope, because that guy is going to be a pain in the butt. Traveling merchant has arrived. Cool. Nothing really useful, but I mean, let's just kind of look at this and see. 3, 6, 5. And the spirit of Halloween's already faded. So we can't really get those. But what we need is Rock Golem and Rune Wizard. Rock Golem, we have 35 of the 50. Eee. That's not good. But we do need a bunch of the vertebrae. Let's go do that, I think, first. Actually, Chester. And Contaminator. Not a big fan of doing this usually, but when the time calls, the time calls. And until I get the Brain of Cthulhu trophy, I'm just gonna leave it like this. We just need to hope we can get everything we need. Ugh. Pew, 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 pew. Keeping this up here so I can see. It's mainly like the beginning enemies too, and we're gonna get a lot of those blood crawlers, but it's not even 100% drop rate either. If we go to our crimson enemies, for example, 1 in 3, 1 in 3, 1 in 3, 1 in 3. Doesn't drop at all. Like, out of all the things we've seen spawn, 2 of them have a 1 in 3. Ichor Sticker can't. Floaty Gross can. The Mummy can't. Flesh Reaver can't. This, nope. 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 Not even the fish variants, but they all can drop the monster meat. So yeah, we literally need to rely on those dang spiders. Ugh. Because that's the one that spawns the most. And you know what? I'm just hoping we actually can get what we need. I mean, let's look at this seriously here. Like, it might be worth it to get rid of the top walls in this case. As weird as it may sound. And then do this to make sure that everything is getting destroyed. Because I believe the face monsters need it to be, like, clear behind them compared to the other monsters or some shit. But I might be wrong. It could be based on height. It's just hard to remember exacts. But it at least allows me to get rid of, like, a bunch of this. I mean, it would be fun to kind of come back here eventually and, like, make a little pocket of each evil biome after I, like, purify the world. Even if I don't do that on stream, it could be fun. Like, just... Or even coming back to the Terraria here and there on stream just to, like, build. I know eventually I want to do some of the challenge mode stuff for, like, mods and whatnot. We'll just have to see. And we'll see if we can find any face monsters while we do this too now. Yeah. Vicious mushroom. This is the perfect one. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna do this real for now while we talk about stuff. So, if we were to do any mod, Infernum is definitely up there. But, like, what other mods would people be interested in seeing me do? Other than, like, Calamity Infernum. Like, that's another one I also need to kind of, like, ask and also think about. Because, like, I don't mind. It depends, like, what it is, but it could be fun. I mean, just thinking about it overall. Like, if people want to see thorium, I'm totally up for that. If people want to see, I don't know, Spirit Mod, Reforged, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll even do an ultra modded series. Who's to say? It depends what my computer wants to handle. And even then, I'd want to make sure I get the 64-bit too, so... Like, even if we just do different types of things, I think it could be fun. I mainly just want to know what people would want to see, and that's something I might just outright ask. So, like, if what people want to see, and if so, like, just put it on the suggestions channel. It exists for a reason. It's why I made it. After all, it's important. At least to me it is. Because I like being able to tell, like, okay, is this what people and what you guys want to see? Or is this what... Yeah, look, face monster. Just randomly face monster. Don't know from which way it came, but it came. But yeah, either way, I'm definitely interested in seeing people's thoughts on it, and I'll probably ask it in suggestions after. Do 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 do. Ah, yes. You know, it's weird that it's Friday because it doesn't feel like it's Friday. I also did go out to lunch with my grandmother yesterday. It was nice, just spending time with her. There were a few issues with her car that apparently decided to show up, though. When we were making sure everything worked, something made a sound that it shouldn't have. So, yeah, that wasn't good. So now I'm, like, really nervous about if the car is gonna be okay, because my grandma's like, are you sure you did everything right? Because there's something wrong. It's one of those things where it's like, at this point, part of me wants to look at it myself, but I also know very well that, yeah. So they did, like, a relook and realized, oh shit, how did we not see that? Apparently, one of the engine things was basically not good is the best way to say it. You know, it is interesting, though, how some small things can absolutely destroy a car. Like, the air filter. A lot of people think it's only for your air conditioning, when in reality it also helps for, like, your engine and stuff, and it can cause your engine to fail. I know from experience. It's honestly really interesting to me. Just seeing that kind of stuff and, like, learning about it. You know, it'd be a really cool addition to this game? A wall bomb. It only blows up walls. Or, like, it summons just wall. That'd be really funny. But also really cool. I think it'd be very interesting. And, like, it sticks to walls with its sticky variant or something. So, like, it doesn't blow up blocks. It only blows up, like, background objects. Honestly, that sounds kind of fun on it. Like, I honestly would use that quite a lot. You know, it's crazy how we're doing all this before we even fight Moonlord. Hell, I haven't even gone and done the lunatic cultists again. Just to frickin' get their banners. Because that's one of the ones we need, are the cultist banners. Boo-doo, 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 doo. Ah, yes. Just slowly mining this away, bit by bit. I will say, at least it is at least it is, like, actually interesting for me being able to do this and just hear the sound. Oh, it's like, it's magic. It's starting to turn nighttime, too. I'm just gonna go across the ground at this point. See how much we actually get. Okay. I mean, that's 27. And it's possible I missed more before they despawned, but... But, like, despite everything, definitely good. Doop, 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 doop. And then I can just go, whomp. Apparently I don't have stone walls. Well, I will put them there. Then we will grab our pumpkin moon medallion. Probably turn that off for the safety of us. And we get ready for chaos. I mean, the good part about the Brain of Cthulhu stuff is once we're done, don't need to worry about it again. Hmm. 3, 2, 1. Boom. And then I can go boom, 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 bum, bum. Ba-da-do. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-da-do. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-do. Okay. Absolutely destroying these enemies. It's just something satisfying about it. We're already on wave 10. It's as soon as the pumpkins start coming out that it actually starts to slow down. Now, see, if it was just get to wave 10, we could do it super easily at the end of our nights. But sadly, we do not get that luxury. Boot, doot, 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 doot. Do, do. Ooh, do, do. Boo, do, do, do. Okay. Jesus. Okay. We're on wave 13. You know, part of me does kind of wish there was a cancel event type button. Like, that's one of the things I really like in modded is just cancel event. The fact that you can get that type of stuff. It's nice. When you do have it. Okay, there goes the morning wood. Okay. Take out the pumpkin. Boo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo boo. Boom boom. You know, I am getting better at whip stacking when I focus. Like, when I focus, I can whip stack pretty well. But otherwise, not really. I just need to get my summons. Okay. Well, I at least got the morning woods. If only you saw what my frickin' fingers look like when I'm doing that. It looks like super contortionist. Like, I don't know how many people can actually do it compared to me, but it definitely is weird, because if anything, at least knowing how to play piano and whatnot does help. Which, yeah. Pumpkin scented candle. Ow. Slurp up them hearts. There we go. Just like focusing in. Dang, those harpies. Okay. Okay. Just dodging and weaving. Okay. Oops. Like, it's definitely good to keep the kaleidoscope as my main whip, but being able to have, like, the switch definitely helps. Ouch. We're almost to level 20 already. Dang. For our waves. We're going to want to focus on the skeletons from the looks of it. And ouch. Well, we're at this point now. Oh, Lord. Boop, 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 boom, boom. Do, do. Okay. It's almost daytime, and then everything runs away. And, hey, look at the bright side. We did take out one more morning wood. Are we going to take out a second? Who's to say? Then we can go up here and just... Do. Then we have down here's. And I can easily just come over here and sell. Sell, 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 and sell, 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 sell. Whomp. And then we go back down underground. Boom. Boom. Well, there goes a rune wizard. Well, that was quick. And then I'll keep one down there if any rune wizards spawn again. And, you know, I'm going to keep them like closer to here so I can see them better. But honestly, we are like... If I go up just... Yeah, I can't go up enough to get out of the jungle, but... We're doing great. Of course, there's a frickin' skeleton merchant. Oh, lordy. The skeleton merchant screws with the spawn rates. Wait, what? Removing the grass and stuff actually got... I did not expect that. Huh. Boop boop. Ba-da boop boo. Woo. Boo. Boo. Woo. Yeah, I need to go down here and just clear out a bunch of crimson. Wow. Wow. Okay, so 28, 30, 6, 4, 5. I mean, we have a little bit left. Oh, there goes a rock golem. Boop, 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 boop. Anyways, now that Billy Marrows is gone. There we go. Okay. So as we get further into this, once we get the rock golem and whatnot, I will definitely use that to my advantage. Giant bat. Do 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 do. Boop ba doop. Ba da boop. Wow. 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 Boop 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 bow. Wow. Ba da 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 da. Yeah, I literally just need to hope that we can get enough through this. There's our rock golem. 37, 38. I mean, at least we're getting rock golems, meaning we'll be able to get that knocked out too. 39, 40, right there. Sun seems like there's a nymph as well. I literally just need to hope. Oh, there's still no more of those. It makes me so dang worried because I know that, like, they're rarer, but... Oh, my lord. What do I do? What do I do? Okay. I mean, we're at least working towards getting rock golem. Rune Wizard's going to be more of a pain in the butt to get because we're going to need to be within a certain range of the bottom of the world. And I think the best place to do that is unironically just go through this and just mine out stuff. Or like mine through here so we can at least like take out certain areas a bit better. It's an idea. Doesn't mean it'll work, though. It's 43 rock golems. Oh my god, I do not need another merchant. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Anyways. Well, we got Souls of Night for that. Ooh, Chlorophyte. When did I get a ghost banner? I mean, I guess I'll put it down because it's like cool and all, but dang. Also, why is it that these guys' faces just like constantly? We haven't gotten any more of those. What? Like, we've seen one and it hasn't appeared again. I mean, if I have to do it offline, I'll do it, but God, it's gonna suck. Because I know I can't really stream certain stuff, and it's not like, if I'm gonna do it and like record it and whatnot, I don't know if I'll record it, but it's just because it would just be hours of me sitting here doing practically nothing. Like, it would be very similar to this, except no talking and me doing like several other things at once. The one thing I wish I could do is tab out like this, but keep it so it doesn't, you know, auto do that. Unless there is a way to do that. Because unless there is a way to do that, I don't think there is. Like, I have to look up if there is a way, because in my thousands of hours of playing, I have yet to find an actual solution for that. So it's kind of like, I mean, I probably would have more luck, unironically, just going to the surface with some of this. But like, I need like non-corrupted stuff too, so they can spawn. And it's just annoying. Well, we killed another rune wizard. And a Tim. Just wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. Doop, boop, boop. We're 3 away from the rune wizard. Doot, 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 doot. Rock golem is 6 away. But these freaking skeletons. Oh, we did get one. We got one more. Oh boy. But yeah, like, if I could figure out a way to do it, I might just do it. Except, like, this. You know, there is one thing I can do, though. We're using this to our advantage. We are upping our spawn rates. Like, it's all I can really think of that could help us here. And we'll summon a blood moon at night to make sure. Because that's all we can really do is just up the spawn rates here and there. And, like, I'm going to need to go back and farm for more solar tablet fragments either way for this, because this is probably the best way we're going to be able to do it. Like, in all honesty. I just don't think there's much of any other way. I wish there was, though. It would be nice. I mean, once we finish this series, though, I'm definitely going to look at, like, how many times we've died. Just because I'm curious at this point. Because, like, I know we've died quite a lot in this. So for all we know, it could actually be completely different. Wow. Wow. Ba-da-da-boom. Ba-ba-da-bo-bo-bo-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-bo-bo-bo-ba-ba-da-bo. Ba-da-da-bo-bo-do. Ba-da-bo-bo. Boom. 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 Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boom. Boom. 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 Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Wow. Boom. Wow. Boom. Wow. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom. 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 Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Boo-doo-ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-boo-doo-bow-da-da-bo-bo-bo. Ba-da-ba-bo. Ba-da-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. I mean, at least the music is really satisfying. Still nothing. Not even a rat golems. It's just random, like, cut off of stuff. I mean, you can see goodie bags and whatnot, but yeah. Well, that was another one at least. I mean, if I need to, I will literally go here next to this and create a giant platform separate from my mob spawning area and clear it of all the crimson and whatnot just to get these things to spawn more. But I don't know how well that would do. Okay, 7, 6, 5. That's a bit, that's 2 of them. So that's a plus. But like looking at our map, we're gonna need to clear this of hollow, crimson. Gonna need to be careful of this biome, but can't do too much. We just need to clear the world of a bunch of like biomes. I mean, look at the desert. One thing I'm probably gonna do is just go down to hell with their elevators or to like certain points and just spray on both sides because it can't go over walls without a contaminator. So it's like, I mean, that's all I can really do. And I'll have to make several of those, in all honesty. I mean, as you see here, like, I'm debating just taking this and going all the way down. Just so the desert isn't like that. Like, we might unironically need to do that stuff. And while it sucks, it's just like, yeah, that's just an inevitability. $45 rock golems. So there is that. And I can activate a blood moon at least. So we will get a bit more. Oh. Oh boy. Jesus Christ. Do 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 do. Boom boom. Okay, which one has the banners? I'm guessing here. So let's kind of go over this. Sort. Boom, 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 boom. Got. I don't even know how I'm getting hellfires down here sometimes, but I am. And then I can just sort. Boop, 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 boop. Jesus Christ. I mean, at least we're gonna have a lot to sell. There we go. Make sure you hydrate, people. It's important to hydrate. Don't want to dehydrate. Because that won't be alright, right? That was a very bad joke. You know, next time I see the skeleton merchant, I'm just gonna sell to him. Jeez. Bow, what up, boop, boop, boop. I mean, at least the Shelly banner is new for down here. Yeah, I'll need to just do this on my own time. I'll just need to do it, but yeah. That's okay. I'll do it. I mean, if I need to take trips, I need to take trips. It just be that way. But damn. All of this just for 3 skeleton types. Oh, 6, 9, and 7. Fancy. If only. We need 50 of each. If they're like the normal skeleton. We're gonna be here a long time. Sadly. But we are gonna get rock golem. I feel like a lot of you would not mind if I did some of these Halloween ones off stream. Just because of the skeletons being a pain in the butt. And you know what? Fair. Because either way, we still have Moonlord and whatnot. So at least there's that. Doo doo boo doo boo doo boo doo. There's 48. 2 more rock golems after this one. Then we got every single one of those. Giant antlion swarmer is another one that's gonna suck to get. Because if I remember correctly, we do not have a lot of those in general. Because there's antlion swarmer. Giant, we have 12. I mean, I could, like, if I'm to do any of these off stream, it would be the Halloween ones and maybe the giant antlion swarmer. But yeah, because I want to do most of it on stream. But yeah, if it's gonna be this slow for some of them, it might be worth it to do it like that. It just kind of depends. Other than that though, I know I got a few things I have planned that I'm excited for. Like, we're getting to the end of several series, and it's like nearing that end point, and it's just kind of like, holy crap. I know for all the mods, if I want to get an all the mods star, it's gonna take a long ass time, and it depends. I went and got the frickin' final template off stream because of how laggy it was on stream, just due to how many mobs there was, and it was just as bad off stream. You just wasted 400 plat. Define waste, because I am the type to do that too, except I use like a good chunk of it, so it depends what you mean by wasted. It's almost AM. Well, reforging, but didn't even get the reforge you wanted. Yeah, that's about right. With the Goblin Tinker, yeah, that's a pretty accurate one. But it happens. Oh my god, we got the Rock Golem banner. I was not paying attention. So that is Rock Golem marked off the list. Do-do-ba-do-ba-do. And then I'll do this. And then sort. God, I have so many dang metal detectors that I just don't need. I'm just gonna do this first. And then we're gonna see how much we have after everything has been sold. Then we can go back up. And then sell a bunch more. The amount of trifold maps. I mean, at least the zoologist is rich in terms of items after this. A little over 2 platinum. Okay, so the rock golem appears right after Armored and right before Tim. Armored, Tim, rock golem, rune wizard will be there. So if anything, we are doing really well here. Okay. Let's just like move these back a bit, because we can actually do that now. Like, look at all of the progress we have made as a whole. I would say that's pretty dang awesome. Then we can do that. And then we can do boom, 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 boom. I mean, yeah, look at this. Then we can do that. And like, I know like the order they go in, thankfully, so that helps. Oh God. Don't want to mess this up. It's just crazy to me. I wonder how much like different Terrarians have spent on Reforges in their entire time of Terraria. Like, I have to imagine it's like a good few hours worth. Like, at the least, like at minimum. Yeah, it's Jungle Bat, then Piranha. Just making sure. Like, I imagine thousands upon thousands of platinum, if not a stack at least, have been spent on reforging in this game by every Terrarian. I mean, Terraria is one of the most, like, it is in the top 10 of, like, having amount of reviews with over 1 million reviews, but it's in the top 3 for overwhelmingly positive overall its reviews. And this goes by verified reviews too, like verified and non-verified reviews, which is crazy. But I think it just says how much Terraria is a good game and how much people love the game as a whole. And it says a lot. I mean, it's a great game. And the fact that people will spend thousands upon thousands of hours in this game should say enough for like what type of game this is. I mean, it's just like Minecraft in that regard of there's so much you can do with such a simple concept that it's baffling. And part of that is actually listening to their community and like looking at what their community wants as well, because that matters. Because if you don't have a happy community, you won't have a community in the first place by the end of it. You'll lose most of that community, if not all of it, by the end if you aren't careful. And I think that says a lot. I remember early on into Terraria, like, people always compare it to Minecraft, like, oh, 2D Minecraft. And it's always annoyed me, but it's also kind of like, it does have its similarities, but they both inspired each other to do things as well. It's not just a he said, she said type deal. Like, they both have inspired each other more than we could ever imagine. It's Mothra and then Scarecrow. But I remember early on with some of these games and looking at them now, it's so different. They don't even feel like the same game anymore compared to when I first saw them. And that's a good thing because it shows how much has changed for better or for worse in some game series. Like, I love Terraria, but I also love Minecraft. I mean, hell, look at what the next Minecraft update is going to have with the summer drop. We're going to be able to lead boats and stuff from the Happy Ghast and just fly them away with even the big animals like sniffers. Like, that's awesome. Like, there is so much that is going to happen with that it makes me excited. And that's kind of what we can do, is just be excited about it. I mean, as much as the Switch 2 is going to be an expensive hunk of whatever at this point, like, it, especially with the games, it's kind of like there's so much coming out in general that it makes it look so small compared to what it once was, for the better. It makes me so damn excited to see what's going to come out of all these different studios, especially now that we know Silksong is in fact coming this year. Like, the fact that the long-awaited Silksong is coming out this year, like, when people thought Game of the Year was going to be won by GTA 6 or Lord knows what, we have no idea anymore. Because Silksong is one of the most anticipated games in history of, like, video gaming as a whole, which I think just says enough for how big it is as a franchise for Hollow Knight, but also for just overall fans. Makes me really interested in seeing what's gonna happen, because we are gonna have a field day in terms of our, like, overall stuff. It makes me interested in what we're gonna see. Even if it's a bit weird, a bit outdated by the end of this, I'm interested. Because this is just gonna be one of those that's just gonna be so, like, odd for the entire year until everything's out. I mean, it's good when you get a good game year for video games, because it makes the Game Awards even more fun to watch. Because think of all of those games you want to see win and, like, no deserve, like, some form of recognition. Like, little did we know, like, Astrobot would become a game and then just become Game of the Year hit success. Like, it's honestly crazy. Makes me very interested. And it depends if they count re-releases or not, because historically they do and don't at the same time. I mean, they counted an Elden Ring DLC at one point. So, in all honesty, Lord frickin' knows. Because Elden Ring's also gonna re-release on the Switch too. So it's kind of like, Lord knows with that. Doop it, doop it, doop it, doop it, doop, boop, 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 boop. What am I doing? I have biome sight potions. And this is why biome sight potions exist. I just want to make sure we can at least clear out enough. Okay. Well, found it. There we go. And then we just whomp. Okay. And then let's go down. Then over. Where is it? It's down. It's crimson. That's crimtane, I mean. Yeah, look at this. Oh boy. And then I can go up and just Jesus. There we go. And then I can take care of this. Then I can go up. Party time is over. Meow. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving this. Okay. Okay. Jesus. And it sucks because most of this is actually like mushroom being turned crimson. Do 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 do. Yeah, we're gonna have to do so much with this world just to be able to do everything we want. Jesus. And then I can go down. Well, just gotta keep moving. And I'll need to get more of that as we go along. My hope is to at least get enough of this cleared that most of it doesn't come back. That's my big issue. Because if it doesn't come back, then we don't have to worry about it anymore. And then I can do this. Wump. And... Meow. And then there's some hollow. Because it does not matter which side it is. I need both cleared. Ba-da-da-da-da-do. Ba-da. Oops. I'll grab that on the way back. Ba-da-da-boop-boop-boop. Yeah, and this keeps going. Okay, and then we can just wump. Perfect. And then we can go meow. Wump. Wump. Wow wow. Wow. At least the NPCs can live in Hollow, and so it's not as bad as the Crimson / Corruption, but it still sucks pretty good. Okay, that's a huge chunk cleared. Like even pushing it back. Oh my lord. You can see where the Hollow and Crimson are fighting. Ouch. Oh, there's a house there. Oh, I could have teleported to a way bigger spot. Anyways. Don't need that. Seed. Okay. Well, there is a sandstorm. So let's use that to our advantage. Ow. Because I need to get rid of the hollows so I can actually get more swarmers. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Sniper Speed. Hope you're doing well today. I'm doing good. Welcome on in. Just need to take out the hollow. I need the giant swarmers. Okay. Which one is this? Shadow candle? Yes. Did I put a water candle in here? Crap. Okay, let's go quickly grab a water candle. Because this is a great chance to get the one thing we need. Is it an arena or did we place it somewhere? Oh, wait, yeah, we placed it back. I'm going to take the one from the church. Because I think that one's probably going to be the best one to take. Because at least with the church water candle, it's like, we can just keep moving from there. And then I can put this here, buff, century. Okay. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I'm surprised at how long this challenge has been going. We just need swarmers. Specifically giant swarmers. And then we'll start clearing out more of the desert so we can, like, focus on swarmers being one of our main things instead of all the hollowed and whatnot. Do 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 do. I mean, at least we get the banger ass music that comes with this. So there is that. Okay, because we're gonna need this one. Because we only have 12. Because the giant ones are a nuisance. I mean, so far, at least we were able to finish the zombies from the Halloween season stuff. And at least, like, get the rock golem. I mean, we're down to some of our final ones. There we go. I'd rather have the defense than whatnot against them, at least. Oh, here comes the sand elemental. Okay, just keep very middle ground. Oh. Yeah, I need to get rid of more of that hollow. Because it is going to be a pain in the butt. And at least the forbidden fragments are nice. Okay. Just need to keep an eye out for those sand sharks. Because those will also be an issue. What am I doing? I can just grapple. I always forget to grapple with sandstorms instead of moving around as much. Because it's usually better. Especially against these, since they, for some reason, don't usually spawn it on you. For some reason. I wonder why that is. Well, there goes a normal swarmer. Have we even killed any giant swarmers in this? No. Because we need the giant ones. I know they're rarer. Jeez. I mean, with at least the giant antlion charger, we have 52 of them. But mix a rarer enemy with a giant version of that rarer enemy definitely does not help. It may be hard, but we've done worse grinds. I know that for sure. I mean, look at the frickin' spooky skeletons from the Halloween event. I mean, where are we on those now? Frickin' 6, 9, and 7? Despite farming for them for a lot longer than we probably should have. And all of this just to get an extra, like, point blah 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 % on this. So we can frickin' get all of the Bestiary collection done. And then all the banners, which whole other thing. We still have the Pirate Invasion for the Flying Dutchman trophy. Then we just need to defeat Brain of Cthulhu's for its trophy. Let's see. I'm gonna put a mummy banner. I definitely think the mummy banner is worth it. Oh my good lord. My health is low as hell. Just take what I can. Every heart matters. I wonder. Haha! Gotta use that builder thing to my advantage. 500 of these dang dune splicers. Like, Jesus. I am gonna add the Sand Shark banner. Holy moly. Well, there's an elemental and an annoying pixie. Gonna just take the forbidden shard. There we go. Another one of the fragments. Any of them? No. Jesus. Like, unironically, I was really hoping we would have at least gotten one by now. Since they can, you know, spawn more. But apparently not. Like, unironically, I might just need to do it underground. Now I'm gonna ask how that got there. What I'm gonna do though is this. I already know how this happened. So let's see. If I'm to go anywhere about do 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 do. But it is giving me ideas. Very dangerous ideas. Boop, boop, boop. Just quick buff. I'm going to put my battle potions away for some biome site to have as backup. And then I'm going to heal. What we're going to do is I want to find... Okay, so this is the hole I've been digging, right? No. It's right there. But this is also a good sub for this. Because this is going to hurt either way. So if I go up... So where that blink route is... seems like a good place. Or I can do this. And then just... can see some pearl sand. And then I have a better idea. Palladium is a legend. And is that normal pearl sand? No, I think that's... it looks corruption. How did this get here, of all places? What? What a twist! Because I don't remember putting corruption there. Now that is a twist. But now what I can do... oh, the shark! Now we can actually get rid of a bunch of hollow, though. Even if some of this is already cured. I'd rather take chances. You know, I'm just going to keep digging straight down. Because as long as we're smart about this, we should do pretty good. Yep, there's a bunch of sand. Because that's Ebon's sand. Yeah. I'm just wondering where the corruption came from. Like, in all honesty. Just gonna do that real quick. And then I can just do this. That guy is screwed. Because either way, we need to go really far down. Holy moly. Ouch. At least I'm immune to lava. For now. Okay. Just keep moving. Because at this point, the world evils and so like the Hollow, Corruption, and Crimson are causing more harm than good at this point. So it's kind of like I really need to get rid of it to like a good extent, because that's where the bottom is. So as long as I can get rid of as much as possible, we should be good, but we'll just have to see. I'll take fire damage. I don't care. Doo-doo, ba-doop, boop, boop, boop. Look at that. Holy brightness. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-boop-boop-boop-boop. And then I can like get rid of some of those. And as we go down, I'll be able to see way better. Slowly take out some things. Yep, there it is. Wow. Look at that. Bloop. Ah, yes. I'm gonna Oh my. It's one way to clear out your inventory. Still Sandstorm. Dang. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Like, it's still it spreads so dang quickly that one block becomes crazy. Ba-bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Okay, so seeing where this is, unironically, my main, like, hold down is the best place from the looks of this. I just need to go through this, right? Yeah, this one. And we're gonna just keep going. Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-doo. Holy moly. Cool. Because now we can actually keep going. I mean, I will say it is very beautiful seeing it all lit up like this. There is something very magical about it. So at least there's that. Just make sure I don't get absolutely bodied by a dang cactus boulder. There we go. That guy's just stuck. That was not good. Oh, and that Dune Splicer absolutely got me. Dang, that sucks. The stuff we have left is just such random stuff at this point. Like, that's probably the part that's the most annoying about this all, is the stuff that's left is so dang annoying to get. And that's why it's, like, such a nuisance. If it was something more, like, easily accessible, that's one thing. But sadly, we do not get such luck. And I want the biome site just so I can actually see. Because, yeah, I'm still going to have to use that one and go deeper. I basically need to make several of these tunnels. Like, no matter which way I cut it, I'm going to need to make several tunnels. How'd I just realize I died? Like, I didn't realize I died for the longest point there. Like, I was just like, huh, why am I not hearing the whip crack? And then I realized, oh, wait. That's my level of just brain power right now. Is, where whip crack? Oh, dead. Anyway. Like, that's just my brain power. Not that good, but still there. I mean, the bright side is at least we get to clear this out, and it looks nice with all the crystals either way. Can't believe I'm doing so much of this just because we need to get, like, a good set of stuff moving. Okay. Okay. Basically, the plan is to get this out of the desert, and then we will go from there. Because once it is no longer in the desert, we can just easily go thump. Done. And speaking of being out of the desert, and I'm just going to take it this way. And we can do that on either side. Okay. Because, yeah, look. Got a bunch of sand and whatnot. There we go. And where's the edge of this? Like, over here? Good. Because it means I can actually do something about all this. Oh, great. Spider biome. Well, we're going to flood these spiders with what they deserve. Burning hot lava. It's what they deserve. God, and I still need to keep going. I need to go to about a little before the marble biome. So we just need to keep moving. Okay. Still gotta keep going. That's all I can do. There we go. Dang chaos elementals. Those dang chaos elementals. Full old man type-esque. This is probably a good place. If we need to keep going, we will. And then I can go here and just boom, boom, boom. Getting rid of the world evils is the better idea in this case for me here. Okay, which one is it? This down here. It's below the lava. Yes. Yep. Then I can just keep doing this. If we had two people, I could just do this while the other person mines, and it would be so perfect. Wouldn't have to worry about a thing. Oh, great. We have a crimson altar. Thankfully, it is not in our way, though. Sorry. I have to clear my throat here and there. This is a big desert. I like how you can just see it slowly turning hollow on the map. Yeah, look at this. I don't even know if we'll be able to get every bit either. That's the crazy part. We're gonna still miss stuff. I mean, at least though, if we miss stuff, we can still do something about it. Oops. Dang, antlion larva. But that is part of the process. My grave landed perfectly on that cactus boulder, though. So at least there's that. Gotta look at the bright sides. And the parts that are actually a bit nicer. There we go. Okay. Well, even though it tried to get me, it failed. Because I do want to purify this world eventually, too. And if we're going to do that, we're going to probably finish that part after Moonlord when we get the Terraformer. And we can kind of figure out, like, the exact number and whatnot, and yeah. I am such a damn idiot. I am very much a dumbass. I mean, I'm close to the bottom. It might unironically be faster to go up. Hmm. Perfect. Because now what I can do is just right down through. But I can also see like where it is no longer hollow versus where it is hollow. Okay. Let's get this going. Yeah, see, there's this huge bit in the middle of the two. But I can take care of that as need be. Okay. There we go. Just down the line. Down the line. Wow. Wow. Okay. Three, two, one. Boop. Okay. And then I can just... There we go. And then we can go like that. 3, 2, 1. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's see. This seems to be completely cleared. Okay, so I can go back up. And then we have here where I can just go whomp and whomp. Yep, sandstorm is gone. And then I can go all the way down. Making sure it works. Holy moly. Okay. Just slow and steady. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Seems I left a strip. Oh, I left a strip all right. Jesus. Okay. And then I can just whump. 2, 1. And I can do this. Okay. The crystals are definitely helping with the hollow song. There we go. Biome site. Boop, 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 boom. Perfect. Okay, so I need to make sure this is... Like, I am so dang close to that. but I'm not close enough. So let's look. 55, 56, 57, 58. So 58 blocks. 58 tiles. And I'm going to start from up here. Because, yeah, look, as you can see, so I'm not going to go exactly 58. So let's say this is 58, then. I didn't even see that guy coming up, and he just... Jesus. Holy mackerel. Yeah, the die trader is kind of stuck with me in this one. Whether he likes it or not. Okay. And then let's just... And then I can just do this. This should work. It's a little bit off, but that's okay. Yeah, because if you look, you can see that this... Okay, so if it's like that, I'm going to want to go over to here, actually. I didn't realize I already had one. Yeah, I'm going to need to go through that. I mean, I guess I might as well do that now. Just going to be a lot of sand. I mean, at least I'm getting this working. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'm gonna use this, I think, to get all the way to here. I do want to go a little higher. And here's where we're gonna have to go. And then I'll go down from here. Hoo boy. Yeah, I'm still gonna need another one after this. Let's go down this one real quick. I just want to be able to, like, fully see the extent. Okay. There's not too much that I need to do, thankfully, with this one, but I'll definitely need to still do stuff. But at least it's overall looking pretty all right. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Huh. Damn. Chaos Elemental. I'll start with one side and then do the other. Perfect. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-boo. Yeah, because this side goes up a lot longer than the other one did. So let's do that real quick. Boom. 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 Because this is going to make a huge change. Down to 4 biome. We're going to be down to 3 biome potions after this next one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Then I can do this. And then back up. This seems like it might be a good placement. Yep. We're just gonna go down. Big wall of just bright, like, whitish pink. Like, actually, I probably could go a bit further. Like, unironically. I'm not gonna go too much farther, but like here, maybe? Honestly, this seems like a better one because I still get the edge and whatnot. And yeah, this should actually do pretty good. This is the nice part about it. I actually get to see like a good factor of it. Oops. Not the biggest oops in the world, but still, oops. And this is why you always check. Because that could have hurt a lot. And since I know what I'm doing going into this, it's going to make it a bit easier. Got a chest there. A little basilisk, larva, a few other things. Ooh, that almost went really bad. I didn't even realize that one was rolling. Okay. Bum bum. Badalopo. Nice. Just dodging, weaving, making sure things don't go wrong. Because, I mean, we're digging really far down and getting out of... We're starting to get closer to being out of the desert, though. So that is a start. And those are done. Perfect. Okay, this one we can just keep going, but the next one, it's better to just... Sometimes you just need to choose. Okay. Yeah, I'm like keeping my eyes open relatively well for this. Oh, apparently I got a shine potion too at one point. Didn't even notice. Doo 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 boo doo boo doo. Well, at least I am above it, so we are going to get stuff. And we're finding more of the underground houses, which is also useful. We'll start with the left side, because that's the side that, if it spreads back, will be more of an issue. Then we'll go to the right. All of this, just so we make sure that we don't have to worry about this again. Plus, it's more fun to do this sometimes. And you just need to take a break from the grinding. Knowing what it's going to take for those skeletons and whatnot, I'm probably just going to change my date and time on my PC and just do that off stream, in all honesty. And then, like, some of the antlion stuff, probably. But I want to save the Rune Wizard for stream, preferably. Because that would be, like, one of the last ones as well. Okay. But I can't say how sure I am that the Rune Wizard will escape or, like, kill me or anything, especially where my thing is located. So I'll try not to. But yeah. Because I'm probably going to go AFK. Probably going to put together a better AFK set as well. I mean, that's like the edge, basically. And there's still a bit more. Yeah, because, like, parts of it are just edge. But it's still, like... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Do this. So if that's there, I would probably want to put something like about here. No. And I'm dead. I need to move over a bit. But that's okay. I will do that. I always forget to summon these guys. Jumping for joy, like, finally we killed the Terrarian, only to get absolutely backstabbed. Little shits. Yeah, like right about here seems like it'd be a good place for this. And we'll just have to see by getting a good recognize with this. It goes a little bit over, but that's okay. That's what we want. We might actually be able to do this. And we might be a little bit off with our thing, but that's okay. Whew, boy. Because once I make this, I'll be able to better tell. I'm just hoping I don't need to, like, remove things. Oh, yeah, that's perfect for this. This is exactly what we need. So, now that we know exactly what we need, we can do this perfectly. You can already see it. It's beautiful. And I can go to each side after this through the spreading to just absolutely shred these. Okay. Bup, 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 bup. Whew. I mean, it's still going outwards. Slowly. You know, I'm surprised that it took this long for us to run straight into a chest in one of our pathways. Surprised it took that long. There we go. Yeah, we're just outside of it. Thank God. Yeah, because that's a desert chest, despite not being in a desert, thing. So it's, like, right on the edge. Which is good. Dang. At least there's less lava on this path. So I'll take that as an absolute win. Did I accidentally get it, like, almost exactly, if not exactly right? Because if so, that would actually be quite insane. Like, like, oh my God, if I'm actually... Oh. I'm probably going to be like a few blocks off, but even then, dang, I got it really close. Oh, that is really close. Ba-da-ba-bo-bo-bo-bo. Do 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 do. Boop boo doo ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. At least the music is great. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Perfect. Just slowly going down now. Oh, yas. One. Oh, apparently I got a Spelunker potion too. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Boo-doo-boo-doo. Okay. Now let's go down and just check. Yeah, like some of this I'm just gonna need to do in general. Boo-doo-boo. I don't see any hollow. Oh, tiny block. And this is why the biome site potion exists. Okay, nothing. I was like focusing hard there to make doubly sure. I didn't even notice we actually broke into a gem cave at one point in that. Oh, we're actually going to need to do that too. But I know how to take care of that last one. Vultures! Because this last one... like right here, as you can see. So I would need to go... little more. There we go. Yeah, about here. See? Perfect. I could probably move this over just like a little bit more. Like here. In all honesty, I probably could. And that would work just as fine. Yeah. We'll need more biome site potions, but geez. Yeah, look at this. It's honestly crazy how far we've come in this. And keep digging. You know, in the thousands of hours I've played Terraria, I have yet to write a review for it. I need to do that one day. I just keep forgetting. It's one of the many things I keep forgetting that I'm just like, oop, I should do that. Oh boy, the amount of water. That arena's gonna get flooded. I just already know at this point. It's inevitable. Ooh, another strange plant. How nice. We are making it far. Yeah, because it seems we're gonna end up about here. Which is good. You know, I could totally let that blow up, but meh. There we go. Just mining away. But how is everyone? Just because I know I'm just gonna chill for the day. Well, after stream, I won't be able to chill for a while. Yay, work, woo. You can hear how excited I am for it. But like, just in general, I'm probably gonna just relax. One of these days, I need to just figure, if I can't like keep it in the background, working for this, what I might do, unironically, is just freaking set this up and then just do housework. And I'm probably gonna have to set up a bed, in a place in some way, just so if I die, I respawn. It's gonna be my best option. Oh yeah, oops. Well, I mean, I don't need this arena anymore, thankfully, so at least there's that. Yeah, we're gonna just use this to our advantage. Take this all the way down to hell. Well, I don't know about all the way down to hell. I'm probably gonna take it a little farther down. About here. No, a little deeper. Right here, where it actually, like, edges the end. And then I can go boom, 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 boom. Do that. Do that. We'll do the pumpkin moon thing tonight. And then we'll farm out the demon eyes. So we can try and at least get some of those done as well today. Did we get any giant ant landstormers? Nope. Because, yeah, with the demon eyes at least, like, we're almost there for those. We're over halfway. And then I can go boom, boom, boom. What else? I'm just trying to think what else we might need. I mean, vile powder, vertebrae. Let's just quickly make some Brain of Cthulhu summons. Just cuz. I know there's one somewhere. Just keep going this way and I'll find it. I forgot I have the fish cart. I mean, it's good to know, that's for sure. I can only make 2. Yeesh. Bo 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 do. Bo bo. There we go. Now we'll just let these guys do their thing. I mean, either way, we just need this to get the Halloween stuff. Even if we only end up finishing the demon eyes, I'm okay with that. Even if we don't, I'm okay with that. I just know the skeletons I'm probably gonna just do off stream by changing my clock. For my own sanity. Because doing this every single, like, every other in-game night is just gonna suck. Because after a point, you're just gonna get so used to it, you're just like, uh-huh, cool. Like, that's just the inevitable. Actually, I do not want the battle potion on. I didn't even think about that. But I will take the Ichor. Boom. Boom. No, no. Okay. Just trying to take out as much as I can. Yikes. Oh, here comes the first pumpkin. Dark Harvest. I have debated getting another whip to whip stack with, but with the 2 I have, whip stacking would just make it crazier than it already is. Okay. And ow. I know I've talked about it before on stream, but I still like have moments where I see the table, chair, and potion at the poltergeist like around it, and my brain just sees it as wings. Like that was a thing that I did for so dang long, where that's all I would see with it. That because I just didn't realize for the longest time. So now it's just like second nature to see that for me. Okay. Ow. Well, we're almost to wave 15, meaning then we'll have the spooky stuff, which at least helps. Dodge, dodge. Ow. I'm just thinking more and more about the possibility of a Terraria and Binding of Isaac collab on like what they could do. I'm starting to think on it more and more. Like, I haven't said much about it since beginning a stream. Like I know I mentioned a few things, but I just had a really weird idea that I could totally see them doing in Binding of Isaac just because of how batshit insane some of that stuff is. I could totally see them frickin' of all the things they could do. I could totally see the Binding of Isaac adding a boss specifically based off of either not the Halloween event. I want to, but there's a specific thing I'm thinking of from Terraria, and it's freaking of all of them, Plantera. And it might sound weird until you think about all the jokes behind Plantera, but also it would make sense for a lot of possible things that you could use. Like another one could be like Skeletron could fit pretty well into the whole like Isaac stuff. Like both Skeletron and Skeletron Prime. Same for the Eye of Cthulhu. Like any of like the more like gory bosses would fit pretty well into Isaac, in all honesty. So I mean, even then, it's not hard to fit that stuff. But like the Brain of Cthulhu is another one that I feel like would fit really well. Just because I could totally think of a way it could work. I just think of Gertie type thing. Where it will summon things as it moves around, like similar to like a Monstro style. Like I could totally see it being a womb boss. So it would be able to summon stuff, and then similar to like how Mom's Heart does it. And then it just has a chance to like when it like differing amounts, I guess, or like it summons a finite amount depending. And then after that it turns into like Monstro style. I could totally see that being a thing where, but instead of like bouncing around, it dashes around. I could see that happening. I mean, especially after having the Witness as a boss, yeah, I could totally see that happening. Because the Witness is a freaking annoying ass boss. And it's not like they stray away from some of the weird and disgusting humor in Binding of Isaac either. That's for sure. If any game leans into it, it's Binding of Isaac. Like, it's a game that loves to lean into that type of stuff. I mean, the stuff that could be added to Terraria is just overall, like, there's so many that could just be added in a nutshell. But with Repentance Plus coming out and being worked on, I could totally see, like, little things being added like that. Just never know. The rain is going to be a bit of an issue, but... Boop, 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 boop. And then boom, 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 boom. Ooh, a chicken nugget. You know, that makes me kind of wish I had chicken nuggets. Because that actually sounds like really good right now. Like, anybody remember Dino Nuggies? That's something that I can think that I'm just thinking of now. Because it actually sounds like... God. That's one way to, like, feel like a kid again. That could actually be something I go and get next time I'm at the store, but Lord knows how much that'll be. And we will latch to the ceiling. And just hope. There we go. And then... Shit. We need a water candle. We're taking the one from the desert. How is there another sandstorm? Jeez. Because we can use this to get the eyeballs during the day at a good rate, hopefully. But can't do much about that other than hope. Don't really have much I can use. Nope. Because the rain definitely throws a wrench into our cogs here. Which does not help. Because with what we have left, there's just not a lot. Like, it's literally down to 1, 2, 3 more trophies / banners. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of the entries. Not counting Moonlord for either of those. Like, honestly, kind of crazy. I mean, we've made so much progress. Like, we need to be happy of the progress we have made. Because that's, like, really good with the progress we've made. We just have to see what happens. Oh, well, there goes that guy. Big rip. I know, like, I really do enjoy building in this game. I will say, look at this. It's so weird seeing like the full desert like this. I know I'm gonna need to go through like to here and just like all the way down. And I know I'm gonna need to do the same thing over here. Like this part right here is like very, if I just mine away like this right here, it's all like super contained. And then like over here, it's not really there. It's more like over here. So like I wanna keep an eye on that. Well, there goes that guy. I'm gonna put one down there just so it's actually dealing damage to anything that possibly gets in. But then again, it also looks really fun up here, where it just becomes a sniper for anything that flies up. Raincoat zombies, hopping jacks. Ooh, we have killed 3 of these so far. So we are making it, we are making a difference. Well, there goes another one. We might be able to get the demon eyes before the end of stream. It just depends on our luck. Ah, yes. Boom! Thunder, thunder, lightning, thunder. I turned off the sound just because I don't want to hear the thunder constantly. Actually, I have a better idea. Let's just turn it to 1%. Or 2%. It's still loud as hell. No matter what I do, like, I want to be able to also hear when these things break, so we're just gonna have to deal with the thunder and lightning stuff, which sucks. Oh wow, raincoat zombie banner, yay. 30 and 34, yeah, we are slowly racking it up. Slowly. Oh, and there go those guys. Ah, yes. At least the thunder and lightning is relaxing in its own regards, I guess. Like, as much as it hurts whenever stormy weather comes on for me, after, like, the air pressure kind of stabilizes enough, it hurts less. And I actually enjoy storms. And it also depends on, like, the severity of it. But, like, I really do enjoy the rain. Ugh. I think one of the things I've loved since I was a kid is just the sound of rain tip-tapping on the roof, like the metal or wooden roof, depending on what you have. Just hearing the there's just something so satisfying about that sound, especially for me, because it just brings back old memories. Specifically old good memories. I remember sleeping at a lake house, just rain falling, the sound of it outside, just tip-tapping on the roof. The wonderful smell that comes with rain, of course. And just sitting there listening to it that night as we just relaxed, playing cards and other board games. I remember doing that with my grandma and grandpa quite a bit. And it was because I know they had to sell it way before my grandpa passed, but I remember it very well. And that's like, those are memories that I will never fully forget because those were good memories that really just made an impact on my life. But I sometimes wonder whatever I sometimes hope that whoever did eventually buy that lake house and whatnot actually is having fun. Because I remember horseback riding out there and whatnot. It was nice. Like, yeah, I have to travel quite a ways to get to certain family members, like hours, but it's nice when I get to. Because, like, I know that we still have a few houses in our family that are just, that were built by our family, that are still owned by our family, which is really cool to be able to see. Because you get to see, like, the small little bits throughout time of just, like, each person's mark on, like, the house itself. Even, like, little things of, like, people who track height. Like, you can see which family members tracked height and which didn't. At least the ones that lived in that house. But it's interesting to me because it just means a lot looking back at it for me. 31 and 37. Nice. I mean, it's been so long, though, since then. And I do wonder, like, if... Like, I do wonder if everything's alright with some of those people that were neighbors at the lake house, too. Because I remember, there was this fish that we caught. Um, we thought that my sister had caught the ground or like a big log because it was a pretty tough pull-in. So we were expecting it to snap until it started moving. And then we realized it was a fish. It was a giant largemouth bass. Like, my sister was like, she wasn't even in double digits at that point. But when she held up the fish, it was like at least like around a third of her body in terms of length. There's a picture of it, but I'm not sharing that on stream because I'm not showing off my sister's face on stream. Not without permission. But the fish was huge. And I remember we put it in a thing, and or at least tried to, and it was so big we couldn't put it in the normal net we used, so we had to get it in a bucket. The fucker jumped out of the damn bucket. We don't know how the hell it did it, but it jumped out and managed to bounce its way off the frickin' deck before we could even like react. Which is crazy. I mean, it was still really interesting though. Like, a lot of interesting stuff with it. Okay. Just gotta hope. 31, 39. We're getting closer. But yeah, like, I remember it very well. It's where we learned how to play Tripoli. And if you don't know what Tripoli is, it's a card game type thing. And I remember we'd have some family friends over there too, and oh my god. We would spend hours playing that game. Like, we got really good at that stuff. Like, because I remember my grandpa taught me how to gamble at a young age in quotations, gamble. Like, he taught me how to play poker and whatnot. And it's funny because I look at it and it's weird how much happened there that now is just like, damn, it's crazy. I actually have I have some of the candle holders from it. They're these moose candle holders with trees on them, and they have a little spike on the bottom to hold in like actual normal, like, and I'm talking like wax candles by themselves. It can hold. But what I did is the one on my desk, I put my incense burner there, so that because it has a hole at the bottom for the incense, um, and whenever I take the incense burner off, I can then move it if I want to light incense. And then the other one I have next to my bed, and I use it as a semi hold up for a very rickety like locker shelf that I still had from high school and like college stuff. If we ever needed lockers in college, and never ended up needing it, so I just kind of kept it as like a side thing to use for like my just house in general, because it works really well. So now it's next to my bed holding up like some of my art supplies with my D&D books under it. And then one of the plushies my Grammy got me, Ginger. It's a little dog with a scarf. Really fucking cute. But I still use like the air freshener my Grammy got me way back. It's this chandelier. The lights on it turn purple, so like they glow purple when it's on. I still am going through the air freshener she got me, because like she got me like 5 of them, but they don't like go out that fast, and I don't constantly have it running because it's like I don't need it constantly. It depends on like the day. I'll do it like once or twice a week at most. But if like I'm going out and not going to be home for a while, I just don't put it in because there's nothing happening. So, but it's nice because I went through a apple cider cinnamon. I also went through a frickin' peanut butter chocolate one and a gingerbread cookie one. I just like having different scents. It's fun. And I know I don't need to worry about my dogs around it because they stay away from it. But yeah. Another thing. So I know I took pictures of it and I probably could post it. I'll need to get like, because I can't really bring it down without risking like breaking it, because it is fragile, and that's my Wendigo skull. It's basically on my shelf above my small like TV that I use for like videos and whatnot. Whenever I'm like off stream and just chilling in my room doing stuff, I'll put a video on there and like work. Sometimes. But it's weird looking at it now, like, oh my god. Because yeah, I've actually done quite a lot with some of the stuff I have. I mean, above my desk I have an Articuno plushie and like some of my snow globe collection. Anybody remember Lego Chima? Now that is something that I remember way too well, because I was big into Legos at that time. Like I go in and out of phases for Lego, but I have the Eagle mech above on my desk because I like it. I mean, I like to decorate my room specifically like to match things. Like I have a Reshiram and Zekrom toy, like the actual figures that you could buy at one point, next to my Christmas tree that is like weirdly shaped with a snowflake topper. as well as a bone napper because I like the bone napper from How to Train Your Dragon. There's a fox plush up there and a few other things. But like what I keep around my computer are usually like things that are important to me. One of which being like, for example, I have a picture that a friend drew me a long time ago of the marionette. And then the other side, I have a furry art piece that one of my friends drew, and gave to me as a gift. Then I have a wheel of like clefs and whatnot, like full on music wheel. Got a whiteboard. It still has stuff for my psychology class on it that I just forgot to erase, so I need to like clean it off. But I know it's probably like I need to actually like get it off through a different mean than the eraser because it's been there so long. It's really awkward too. But and then I have like a few other like random things. Like I have an arrow above my desk. I also have like a safety light that I can turn on in case power goes out and it's nighttime. A few other things that might be useful. Like I actually am pretty good about it. 41 and 32. Nice, nice. We are close. Almost there. But one of the things I really do love is, so my sister for my birthday got me this dragon egg that came with these flame looking dice. She got me a gift card so I could get it. And the dragon egg inside has a fidget toy dragon. It's all 3D printed and it's actually really cool. So it's like this reddish pink, orange, yellow mix that like is kind of trippy at times, but it's really nice. So I just keep it on my desk because it's really cute. But I plan to take it to the next D&D session just because I want to nerd out about it. And of course, I have my little Noivern right in between my two monitors staring at me, and I just like reach over to it and lightly use my finger to pet its head from my sitting cutie. So cute. I also have a bunch of other random stuff, like I have 2 rubber ducks, one that glows in the dark and one that just squeaks. Like I have a bunch of random shit on my desk that has different meanings. Like I know I have some candles on my desk as well as a compass. It was a compass my dad got me. And then like I have some stuff I need to like fix. Like I have a few napkins I use as like coasters because I don't have any like normal coasters. So I use like napkins as coasters. Also my tissue box. Amount of wires I have for different things as well. Just like I have random things that connect for random things. Like I have one that connects for oh, that's a USB-B. USB-C. I even have like cables that connect for sound for a TV, as well as like the different centers. Like I have the color coded ones and whatnot. Like I have a bunch of random ones just scattered around my desk. Then I have my laptop under my shelf. Like I just have a lot of random crap that I'm just like, it could come in use. You never know. It could be useful. That's how I look at it. Because you never know, it could be useful. I just need to wait for the day. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. May not be for another few months. May not be for another few years. But one day, it'll be useful. I can bet it. And that's going to be the best day ever. uh, but even then, it's just like really fun. Just having all this random stuff because I can actually use some of it too. Like I do use some of it. Like I have a full like thing of like pens, pencils, markers, and brush and like paint brushes that I can use for things. I use one of my older like broken paint brushes that I have as like a mini um like dusting brush for my keyboard. It's really good at doing that, getting between some of those spaces in the keyboard. It's just really useful. I know I also have like my speaker I use for D&D on my desk, but yeah, that's a Bluetooth speaker, so and the spirit of Halloween rests. Okay. 43 on both of them. We may not have gotten it, but we definitely got really far. I think I'm gonna end stream here. If you're not part of it, exclamation mark dislab in the chat. Oh, have caps lock on. And exclamation mark YouTube in the chat. If you want to join the Discord, you can click that link. Or if you want to subscribe to the YouTube, do whatever. It's up to you. That's where I upload all the VODs. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. CST. Sometimes I go early, sometimes I go later. It just depends on if I have work or not, as well as a few other factors. If I stream on a day I normally don't, I always announce that on the Discord. If I'm sick in any way, that's also on the Discord. And the YouTube is where I upload all of the VODs, and those come out on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And if I'm able to, sometimes, days I am unable to stream.